signal. Yeah. Signal. Me. Check, check, check. Yeah. Break signal. Scoop that. And people, welcome back. I'm gonna play the intro because I'm driving, but still having a signal really popping in and out. So let me see if I can about that. I'll be right back. Cannot break down on this road. Hot as it is, if it's hot. We're in Texas. 100 degrees out here. Breaking down. I hope if you guys are in Florida or anywhere on the East Coast, the Southern East Coast, I hope you guys are okay and y'all take care. Be careful out there because they said it's a huge storm on its way, headed your way. And they said it's gathering strength. It'll be a category 3 when it hits land. So that's not going to be fun at all. So I hope all you guys are safe out there and you kind of be careful, take care of yourselves, and kind of, because I don't take that type of stuff lightly at all. I've seen storms. I've actually been in 2 storms in my life that were, killers, that were actual, people killers. And I've learned to respect those storms, hurricanes, and all that. We had a hurricane when we was growing up in the projects. We had a hurricane that literally, when we had buildings, and then there was a big, huge oak tree in the back of our apartment complex, and a tornado or hurricane came, ripped through there, and ripped the entire tree up out the ground and took it somewhere. We never found that tree. And me and my brother loved climbing that tree. That tree was gone. I'm talking about a tree that was round, bigger than when you hug someone, if you open your hands, it's bigger than when you open your hands up wide for a big hug. That tree was gone. It was ripped up out the ground and taken somewhere. And all that was left was a big hole. Anything that can do that is dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. So, I've learned to respect Mother Nature on that level. Mother Nature is a dangerous entity, and you got to respect. And then we were in a flood one time where we're in Dallas, so that we are over by the Trinity River, and the flood waters came up so high that it literally came over the levee and flooded out all of the apartments and the homes that was in that area. And that's when you start realizing how dangerous water is. You think just rain, oh, it's just rain. But no, it's never just that. Because if you get enough of it, if enough of it comes through, then it turns into a situation where it can be deadly. And I'm talking about, seriously deadly. Especially if you can't swim and the water is literally over your head. Bad news. You lose your cars, you lose your home, you lose, all of your possessions and everything because of the water and the water damage. But when you lose your life because you can't swim, that's a very a saddening thing. And then a lot of people didn't realize, because we're in Texas. We were in Texas when Louisiana had that big Hurricane Katrina, and people were looking. It was weird to me because people were looking at them like, hey, it's just water, swim for it, and get out of there. But you really don't realize that's not just water. A lot of the people that went out there, and when they came here to Texas, we had many of the Louisianans come out, and they were explaining what was out there. I already knew because we've been through it. And they were like, people think you can just jump in the water and swim. You can't jump in that water and swim. That water is filthy. That water is disgusting. It's toilet water, like all of the toilet. Imagine all of the homes and all of the apartment complexes and everything where they get flooded, and all of the septic systems and the toilets and everything are now over flooding and seeping into the water that is now flooding your neighborhood and flooding your city. That water is now the water that you are claiming you're going to swim through. No, you're not. No, you're not. And then you got cars with all the gasoline and oil. That's dangerous water. It's chemicals in there. You got chemical plants that's seeping dangerous chemicals into the water to where you jump in there. If you jump into a patch of water that contains, the deadly bleach, the chemicals that they put into chlorine, all that, dude, you would be messed up big time. They had people that were jumping into the water that the water was contaminated with some just a harmless business of planters, like farming equipment, and they had all of the material that you put into fertilizer, and that solution, harmless solution when you're putting it into fertilizer and mixing it with the all of the juices that is made from composting. But when you mix that with water in concentrated forms, it can blind you. It can literally cause blindness. It can go into your ears and cause deafness where you can't hear. If you swallow it, you can lose your sense of taste. You can lose. It's just constant different things that are just deadly. That even thinking about it is like, man, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting in that water. That's why our water plants go through so much rigorous testing, because if any of that stuff gets in, cyanide is uh, actual death agent. If you any of that, just a small amount of that gets into your bloodstream, that's it. It's over. So there was a plant that manufactured that for heating elements that goes into homes and stuff, and the stuff leaked into the water. So now people are, swimming through that stuff. So, just be careful out there, guys. It's a dangerous situation, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody because anytime Mother Nature is striking back and doing what you do, it's dangerous, it's scary, and you really don't have. You're helpless. You're absolutely helpless against that stuff. All right, what's up, Darnell? Darnesia in the house. Miss Penelope's in the house. What's up, Miss P? How you doing? We got an old school barber. What's up, Phil? Phil's in the house. We got a bunch of people in the house just watching. Guys, I'm cruising. I'm coming back from the shop and checking on the contractors and constructors. I was gonna record, but I remember I'm not allowed to record because people. Last time we did that, people were stopping by the shop and everything like that. And that's not allowed. So um, we had to delete that footage and not talk about the shop because if it's not done, we can't have people coming up in there walking around and asking questions and all that type of stuff, which I hate. But you got to follow the rules. You got to handle your business. So I kind of be careful about that. But the shop looks great. Everything is coming along absolutely beautifully. We may have picked up a new sponsor that we were not aware of. So we're gonna keep moving. Everything in this world is about moving, guys. You just have to keep moving. When you slow down and you stop making moves, that's when you stop living. You have to keep going, keep making moves, so that you always have options. And you always say, "Look at that lake, guys. Look at that lake. That's where we're coming from." Okay. See here. They're closing off the road here. Let's see what's going on here. We're driving safely. I'm holding this camera. All right. All right, guys. Y'all know the drill. If y'all have questions, comments, suggestions, put it in the area. Guys, we're a little bit right now. My apologies to everybody. Like I told y'all before, we are working on several things at the same time. I did not anticipate working on this much stuff at one time. We had a little bit more of a mellow sort of launch, but remember, um, our whole launch. Because I know the school right now, we're upgrading, we're putting different things into the school, setting it up, resetting it up because of different are we supposed to go down here? Oh yes, I am. Where did you want to go somewhere else? Where else would you go?
Where you go?
Back to that.
We got a whole list of places you gotta go.
Well, that's why I just said shit. Got a question. Where to now? Okay, so our launch and everything, and in the whole setup for the business was supposed to be a whole different setup because you guys remember we were planning on launching right before COVID hit, and then COVID hit and threw everything out of whack. It was a whole different program from there. So we had to reshuffle and reset up and basically figure out how to do this thing with this whole new setup and it was a nightmare. So that's the same thing that we're going through right now, is figuring out how to come out of this and actually put everything together like we need to, and then launch uh, like we're supposed to. Hey, Cynthia. So we're working on all of that now, and I have some news we're going to be going into at 6 o'clock. So I'll see you guys then at 6 o'clock, and then we'll chop up the things that we're working on, and let you all know what the next steps are, and we'll pretty much go from there. All right. Thanks, guys, for coming in. This was just a little rap session while I drive. I didn't plan on doing it, but everything else ran long. Like I said, we're doing so much stuff right now that I'm basically having to shuffle and juggle things around to make them work until we get to the go status. So we're working on it. We'll get there. But once we hit it, then we definitely will have a game plan to rock and roll with. Thanks, Unique. Thank you for your the donation. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I will see you all at 6 o'clock, and then we'll chop it up some more and put some things together for everybody. I'm Ronnie Mac, owner of the Shops Salons Network, the HairArt Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network. Bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself, and if you can, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you haven't signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to MoBALON.com. At the top of the page, there's an application. Fill out that application, send it back, and someone will contact you with the next steps. MOBALON, Mobalon. Okay, they said, what's the website? Mobalon, MOBALON.com. If you haven't donated, go to Triple H Charity, HHHcharity.org, and you can donate there. We use those donations to build the buses, to do haircuts for the helpless and homeless. We also use the donations to pay the barbers and stylists to do haircuts for the helpless and homeless. All right, guys, that'll do it for me for right now. I will see you all at 6 o'clock. So please be careful out there, especially in this heat and in this crazy weather with the tornadoes and everything and the hurricanes on the way. Please be careful and be safe out there. I will see you all at 6 o'clock. Remember our motto: respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.